Welcome back to another episode of Road to Pro Clinic. Today, Stephen Jockinet decided to contact me via email, and he sent me a video where he's playing John Lee. This is an open singles match, so 3 out of 5, and he specifically said, hey, something changed in this match. I ran into trouble. I'm not really sure what happened. Well, Stephen, let's take a look and find out. I haven't watched all of this video yet while I'm recording this. I only watched the first game. I want to go step by step on this and see where he might be able to improve so maybe he can win this match next time. Thank you again, Stephen, for sending this video to me. I really do appreciate it. And anyone else that wants to participate in a pro clinic, please email me at the email address below. Thanks, guys. Let's get into the match. We're going to jump right into it here. Stephen Jockinet versus Chun, a.k.a. John Lee. Looks like Stephen's already up 1-0 when we're getting into this. Tries to go pull side. John was there. Looks like he rushed it a little bit. John is a good playing expert. I've seen him compete very well at many majors. So he is definitely no pushover. So this is going to be an interesting match to watch. I've watched bits and pieces of the first game, haven't seen anything else yet, so we're going to watch this all together for the first time. Alright, so shooting from the 2, it looks like he's setting up a lot of push shot. Oh, okay, switch from the push kick, set up a pull, puts it down, not too bad. John sticking with his push kick series. Tries to shoot a pull kick. It was just off by a little bit. And Stephen back in goal. Ooh. Whiffed one there. Kind of got away with it. Lucky it didn't roll back to John's 3-bar. Misexecutes. And John takes it away. John looking to set up for a pull shot. John does have a good pull shot. Looks like he missed his middle just a little bit. And then missed. Ooh, that's a big mistake by John. Stephen sets up for a rollover. Taps around. Looks like he might have cut the ball back there. It's a little hard to tell. But does look like he got away with a little bit of one there. Nice. John through the lane. The high lane. Then tries to go middle again. Stephen blocks it. Good D. Sets up for the rollover, goes pull side. Nice, he really took his time, waited here. So far, Stephen's done exactly what he's supposed to do. Take his time for the most part, take a couple risks here and there, get a couple 5-bar blocks, and a good brush pass along the wall. That is excellent. Oh, but he does drop that. That's too bad. Ooh. One thing you're going to want to do, Steve, is jump back there when the ball's flying around. Do not wait. Get back there. Your transition game's a little slow, and John will take advantage of it, I bet, later in this match if he realizes it. Good push side. See, right now is when Steve is going to need to take control of this match. He's got John kind of up against the ropes. John not believing, not executing well. This is when you really want to take control of the match. He's trying to get away with some free stuff here to maybe get back into the match. Again, he was going with straights and rolling pulls. That's kind of a sign of a frustrated pull shooter. You really want to take your time. Good job. Oh, drop pass. He was trying to take his time, but maybe did it on the second pass. I'd maybe give it a little bit more time. That's kind of a big shot. You want to put John away. You don't want to let him have an opportunity to get back in this match. And he definitely is here. Ooh, tries to go straight again. I don't know that I like that choice, but you know, I guess you can say it when you're out here watching from within. Ooh, almost gets spiked there. I don't think the push kick's the right option here. I think you want to try and go with short sliders, tuck pulls. John again, John's getting a little desperate, trying to get back in this game with a little bit of smart transition time, playing a little bit faster. Trying to get Stephen off of his game. I think that's what's going to start to happen here really soon. Stephen, as long as he pulls out this game, Smart pass or smart shot. That slider is definitely there. It's what you want to be looking for. John just did it in reverse. So John just returned the favor. Steven was trying to shoot the short slider. John did return that favor. Nice lean pass. He's passing a little quick on the second toss usually, so he's going to want to try and veer away from that later in this match. Tries to go middle. That was a mistake. A little too quick. Okay. Steven's starting to shoot a little too fast. He's getting a little desperate. You want to be able to take your time, really pick your holes. And here's something I see right now that I disagree with. Keep a hand back there when you're playing singles. You want to keep a hand back there to keep out any 5-bar slop that's going to happen, and play defense with your right hand on the 5. See, right there, he did it essentially on the second touch, rushing his passes. But when you keep a hand back there in singles, you get the ability to stop a lot more slop. And when you get good at it, you stop all the slop. And there's so much of it that happens in singles because of transitions, because of weird things that you kind of get hit by. As the ball's just kind of flying around, you want to be able to get those. You don't want your opponent feeding on them and getting extra points. Oh, no, you got to take a little bit more time. 1, oof. Shooting on 1, 2, even 3 is a big mistake. You really don't want to be doing it. You really need to be taking your time. John's going to set up. Man, that's a good middle. John's starting to believe in himself a little bit. He knows he's not completely out of the house yet. Because, see, right there, if you have a hand back there, that wouldn't have even had a chance of going in. That's a good pull kick. Oh, he stuffed him. Wow, I didn't even see it. Good stuff. You know, John's still trying to dig himself out of the hole that he was in earlier. He doesn't really know 100% sure what he's going to do, which is probably why he dropped that pass. But now he's got a chance to go up 3-1. Nice shot. Now he's up 3-1. Steven's really got to take his time here on the 5-bar. Be patient and take the shot when you need it. Don't do it on the second toss. Got away with one, in my opinion. You want to take a little bit more time. Shoot longer than 3 seconds. You realize that you got the ball back. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Perfect. Took his time, scored the big point. That is huge. He's got to be doing that on every ball. Oh, this is massive. Okay. Take your time. Take your time on that 5-bar. Your 5-bar is not bad. You've got good passes. Oh, you got away with one again. Again, right there, that's what I was talking about before. You want to keep a hand back there to keep that stuff out when you're playing defense. Wow. Oh, huge. Gets the block, gets the steal, has an opportunity to go up 4-3. Doesn't take his time, but gets away with one. He's gotten away with a couple here in this game. John goes along the wall. Again, John's flustered. He's got to really take advantage of this. Clear the ball well. You know, try and even maybe play it off of John's 5-bar. Try and catch it with your 5-bar. Something like that. Just make sure you don't have any turnovers. That's what you got to be thinking about right here. And that's a turnover. I mean, I know he was trying to make a good clear. He was right. He cleared the 3-bar. But you got to clear the 3 and the 5. All right, big opportunity here. Does not take his time. You've got more time than that. Camera didn't even have time to switch. Whew. And John puts it away, making it a game apiece. Big shout out to Jim Stevens, who did record this match, guys. He is the best commentator in Foosball, and his channel, Inside Foos, is amazing. So make sure you guys gotta check him out. Check out his channel. I'll put a link down below in the description. Again, starting off this game, Stevens rushed the 5-bar. Gotta really slow it down. It's actually a smart play by John, trying to get opportunities on his 3-bar. Ooh, picks one up there. Rolling pull. by John. He's been listening to Too Many Conversations by Todd LaFredo. Again, passing a little quick. I get what he's trying to do. He's trying to do that second man pass because he was worried about the wall pass not connecting, but you have to get him to commit on that wall. John gets another one on his 3. Tries to get away with rolling along. This is one that you got to punish him for. Good shot. Great shot on goal. You got to jump up there. That's the problem right there, the transition game. John's going to start beating you in this transition game. Right after you shoot, get a hand up on that 5 bar. Even if it's your right hand, get your left hand. Jump. Jump into that area. Get into the forward position. Try and get the ball. Wow, John messed up a far wall pass. I don't even know why he was trying a far wall pass. Misexecution. Again, shot under about 5 seconds. All of his shots have been under 5 seconds. Really got to start taking your time. All of his passes have been, under 4, 3 or 4. Good wall pass. Glad he went back to it. Stopped doing the second man pass as much, but abusing the wall in the lane series. Again, rushing the shot. His shot's good. He's just got to sit there and rock on it and stop trying to force it. He's trying to force it right now. Shooting that quick, he's thinking, oh, I can get away with this or I can get away with that. John's got a good 5 bar or a good defense. He's not going to let you get away with the easy stuff. You have to earn it. Oof. John trying to get tricky, trying to psych him out a little bit. Gets the push kick pass now after going wall twice. John wasn't even there on the pull side to begin with, so great shot, very little hole. Great stuff there. Misexecuted pass. Now, again, another opportunity. You want to take this opportunity. After you shoot, jump. Well, you couldn't really on that one because you almost got spiked. But you got to fly up there. The defense isn't bad. I'd want to see a little bit better spacing. I feel like there is a bigger middle there, and I think John's probably just waiting for his opportunity to start taking it. Good push kick. Tighten up the defense just a little bit. Not such a huge gap. Still working, a good solid spacing. Spacing is huge. Oh, that is nerves. 100%. Whenever you drop a little pass that comes in slow like that, that's nerves, guys. For sure. I know that feeling. I've been there. Oof. And John with the slingshot. This would have been a good time to take a timeout, in my opinion. Get John off of his momentum. You rushed the pass a little too quick. I'm actually, I was going to say, I'm surprised he didn't go into a quick shot. Up 4-1, that's the opportunity for John to just kind of not let you get a read on him, try and frustrate you a little bit. Now he's up 2-1, and you really have to start committing and focusing here. There you go. Perfect. Took his time. Pass was perfect. Take your time on the shot. This is in. Yeah. When he takes his time on his 5 and his 3, he scores and passes at an insanely good percentage. Every time. Every time he's taken his time on his 5, every time he's taken his time on his 3, his percentage is instantly dramatically increased. Rushed pass. Almost. That wasn't terrible. That wasn't terrible. This is a good time to just get a clear. Sliders. I would highly suggest sliders. The Maryland guys are really good at trying to spike you, and it is frustrating. I've been spiked by them before when shooting from goal. It is tricky. You have to get smart. But there is a weakness in it. On the far wall, goalie side, if you look, see like right here, he's begging him to shoot because he's got his guys up, trying to play games with the holes. But if you look, there's a little bit of a space on the back wall, the near side for the black side. You can pass off of that back wall on a zone like this at an off speed and catch it on your 3 bar. Maybe a push kick into that corner, jump up, grab that 3 rod and get it off the back wall. Something along those lines, it's going to be helpful in that type of situation. Almost get spiked trying to shoot a pull kick. This is one of those times you want to change it up. Change it up. He did try to change it up. He tried to shoot a slingshot. You don't want to try and play John's game. John's going to try and pick up the pace a little bit and then slow down when he gets his opportunities to shoot. But you got to get up there. Oh, perfect. That was solid. Now take your time on this one. Perfect. Ooh, okay. That was great. Took his time, read the defense. You're allowed to make mistakes. That's going to happen. Yeah. I was going to say. Making mistakes, that's going to happen. But as long as you're taking your time, nice pass. That's the Lightning. Don't rush it. Misexecution. He's a rookie. That's going to happen. Rookie against an expert, guys. This is tough. Rush shot. That's the mistake John was looking for to try and capitalize. Almost. Good. That's good reflexes, man. So far, everything I've seen from Steven is solid. He's got a good 5-bar series. He actually uses a very similar series to me on the 5. Shoots a rollover. Looks like he can walk it a little bit. But when he rushes his shots and his passes, he makes mistakes. That's going to be the key. Almost goes for a pull kick. Good transition by John. Yep. Somebody's been watching Todd Lafredo videos. And the defense is solid. Everything so far is really solid. Tighten up a little bit. Force John to go long a whole lot more. Really challenge that thing. Not saying he doesn't have a good long, because he does. But you want to make that challenge. You want to force them to somewhere. And John Straight's too good right now. Great lane pass. Rush shot again. This is where things are going to start to fall apart a little bit. He's going to think that his percentage is bad, but it's not. It's his decision making and timing that is getting bad, not his shot decision making. He's like, oh no, John's blocking me well, but it's not the case. You're not giving yourself the opportunity to shoot and score. See? This is what I was talking about. Force John to go long. Force him out there. So far, John's maybe only hit 1 or 2 longs in the match. Everything else has been a straight, a middle, a slingshot, something from the 2-rod, push kick. But not a ton of longs. Force him out there. Really make him earn it. Get his arm tired. Good shot. There it was. But again, force him out there all the time. Don't just give him easy shots. It's one of the things I would always suggest. If you're worried about somebody or you're having a hard time blocking somebody, give them the hardest shots in the game. You know, whatever you struggle with the most, that's probably what they struggle with too. There's a lot of difficult things to do in this game. Force them to be uncomfortable. The defense is actually getting a lot better from John. Push side is there a little bit more. Gets the rag. Okay. Not too bad. Ties it up at 2-2. John's starting to feel himself. Nice. Got John to make a mistake. He rushed his pass. This is the opportunity. Ooh. That is nerves. But I'm going to say he probably got a little too impatient when it comes to the pressure. And then he spikes John. Nice. Very, very nice. Oh, good middle. Okay. 3-3. Ooh, off the wall bounce lane pass. I'm telling you right now, this dude's 5 bars just like mine. Yeah, now he's just starting to misexecute. Now it just comes down to his belief in his shot. Given he is a rookie, he's going to have misexecutions and mistakes. There's no question involved there. But overall, his gameplay has been fantastic. Takes his time for the most part on his passing, but rushes his shot. I would like to see him just rocking on the ball a little bit more. Taking your time in this game is one of the most important aspects to foosball. Being patient, looking for the open hole, waiting for the open hole. What I'd like to see a little bit more of from Steven is a smooth rock. Keep it wide and smooth. So when you need to execute, you can. Opposed to his short rock. Now I know that when you're doing your short rock, you think, okay, I can easily come off the ball in either direction faster. It's actually not the case. Because of the short rock, you lose a little bit of distance from the left to right, and you actually end up having more tells. Because you start shifting to one side of the ball or the other. When you have a big smooth rock, and you make sure you hear that kind of noise, listen for it. Did you hear that? That big smooth rock really gives you more control. So you can execute the deep hole better. When you do that, you're going to find yourself having a lot more consistency and a lot higher scoring percentage. When going through the match, I really noticed every time that Steven took his time, he executed better and had a better scoring percentage. Now, near the end of the match, I can understand the problem. You're flustered, you're trying to get back in the match, and you're up against a good player. All of those things are going to be factors. You're also going to need to transition a little bit better. This is something I'm going to do on an upcoming episode. But after you shoot from the 2-rod, say whatever that shot may be, jump up. Try and get your hand on the rods as quick as you can. Left and right. So after you shoot, you're going for both. And you can swing forward, grab a ball. Something along those lines. When your transition game in singles is a little bit better, it allows for you to catch more loose balls, catch the ball on the fly, catch something that's spinning back at you, maybe even get a goal out of it, get a possession on your 3-rod. With those little tips, guys, I actually believe Steven can win that matchup. He played really well. Given John Lee, great player. Fantastic guy. Know him well. He's probably going to send me a text message later tonight saying, why did you send this? But it's to help everyone out. When you pick up these little things, you're really going to have a much more rounded game. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. Over here is going to be a subscribe button. Over here is going to be my last episode of Road to Pro. Check them out, guys. Let me know what you think, and hit some comments down below. Happy foosing!